What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Three Reasons Why. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, the 209 Tiger. We about to get hot in the kitchen this week. We about to go all out. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, and you already know I'm serving it up with my two bros.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Common Sense Marcus in the building. Like Tiger said, man, we got our baking uniforms on. We putting this motherfucker in the oven. It's coming out fresh and hot, ready. So blow it before it too. Don't burn yourself. Blow it down. But I'm always rolling with my nigga.
It's CDP 209, born and raised Stockton, California, Las Vegas right now. 107 degrees, crazy. But where there's smoke, there's fire. Let's get it on.
First off, we're going to talk about these Dr. Fauci leaked emails. I'm going to kick it off to my boy Common Sense Marcus. We about to dive into this right now.
Dr. Fauci emails. Man, when I hear this motherfucking Dr. Fauci's name, I just be like, get that cringe in the back, like, ugh. But to the people who have been in the cave for the last year and a half, Dr. Fauci is the leading scientist on COVID. What Dr. Fauci says goes on COVID. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. What Dr. Fauci says to the public goes, but what he says in these fucking emails is a joke. This motherfucker leaked emails saying, let's tell them to wear masks, but we don't need to wear masks. Oh, and then one of the emails was like, hey, I looked into this virus. It looks like it's engineered. Let me know what you think, Dr. Fauci. That boy was scared. He got off that emailed one of his other boys like, yo, take care of this dude. I don't know if that dude's still alive or what, because when you say take care of somebody, where I'm from, that means get rid of them. But make a long story short, Dr. Fauci's been lying, snake motherfucker, this whole time about Corona. Been pushing this agenda this whole fucking time. And like others have said that I've seen, it's personal. Because motherfucker shut down family-owned businesses, shut down holidays, shut down schools, shut down regular businesses, like just all some made up bullshit. Cause he knows these masks don't work. He knows that Corona's a joke. He knows it all. But man, in the emails, if you ain't looked at them, check it out. They leak. It's ugly. It's fucking ugly. This motherfucker had an email saying, "Yeah, let's make the kids wear the mask too. I fucking hate kids. LOL." What? Man, somebody should slap the fuck out that dude.
That's the one I was just about to bring up. I think.
Go ahead, CDP. Go ahead.
From Dr. Fauci to Candace Higgins, January 19th, 2021. And it's about masks on kids. He said, yeah, let's tell everyone that the kids still need to wear masks. LOL. I hate kids. Dr. Fauci. P.S. LOL. These dumbass kids in capital letters.
LOL. This motherfucker having a good old buddy time with the next man's kids.
Whoever Candace Higgins is, I'm not sure.
I believe she's a scientist that works at the North Carolina facility where we are okay, or where America's okay to splice genes and cut open pigs and learn new airborne fucking chemical diseases. But my question to y'all before I just go straight ranting and raving on this fucking bitch ass nigga is, obviously, if you ain't seen the leak emails, he lied. My question to y'all is, why the fuck he ain't under no jail right now?
Got the money behind him.
Like
Plus, they always got that back door open to where they could say, "Oh, that's some made up shit. That's Photoshop. That ain't real." They always got that. You got to prove it, and then you go to prove it. That's like an example. Like, say you in school, you get into it with the principal's son. The principal's son did that shit. So you get sent to the office, you got to talk to the principal about what happened. You tell him what happened. That's his son. The fuck he gonna do? Kick his son out? He gonna suspend your ass. He gonna suspend your ass. That's basically what's going on. Like, we going to the judge to complain about Fauci, probably paying the judge's bills. Just
yeah, like you would think he wouldn't even have a job, you know? Like, oh, fired. Hey, motherfucker, you fired, you know? Get the fuck out of here.
That
But
motherfucker,
no, he's there still collecting a check, still saying like I think it was I don't know if it was like it was someone from the Republican Party. I can't remember who it was, but they was like, "Who made Dr. Fauci?" You know what I'm saying? The Messiah of of medicine or whatever. You know, it's not like it's all science, or as they say, you know. I mean, you look through and everybody sees what it is. It's not like, oh well, you know what? Like he went to the moon. Like, oh man, it's no gravity up there. Like, oh okay. Like, well, you the only one that ever went. But when it comes to this, everybody studies medicine. I mean, everybody in that field, you know, they all got their degrees. It's like Dr. Fauci, dude's old. He should be retiring. You know what I mean? They should have some young buck up in there.
yeah, I've been
Like,
saying that. Like every politician or somebody of power, they're like 90 years old, they
yeah.
with dementia and shit. Like, how come ain't nobody 30, 40 years old up in there who got wisdom, but still is hip to what's going on in the now? You know what I mean? They got 80, you know, it's because they don't want to relinquish the old teaching, the old ways, you know? They don't want to throw somebody young up in there and it diminishes, you know? You know, it's like, you know, the 20-year-old, 30-year-old white dude, they're more liable these days to have a relationship with another race. You know what I'm saying? Mixed relationships. You see that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Of the younger generation, it's like nothing. You know what I mean? Whereas the older folks, they still believe in the older teachings. So that's what they. That's why they won't let nobody young up in there because it's gonna fuck up what they got going on.
But let me ask you guys, like, what is Dr. Fauci's actual job though? Like, does he cure things? Like when they say he's the end all be all pretty much, like it's like he speaks for every doctor, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it like in other terms it's like if he was the heavyweight champion of the world and everybody else wasn't, you know, and it's just like, well, I'm the fucking champ, you know. Then I'd understand. But it's like, I mean, does like is he coming up with cures? Does he come up with solutions? Like, I don't know what he does besides talk. It's like,
He like the Dr. Dre, you know, Dr. Dre making beats, say produced by Dr. Dre, produced by Dr. Dre. But if you go into the inside, Dr. Dre has a team of people who help create that beat, but his name is on the actual ending thing. You know what I'm saying? I
and
think
it's
like that too.
and then it's like his reputation don't take a hit off being wrong, and then it don't take a hit off a lot. Like how do you still hold such lofty status when the people who were saying like COVID ain't that deadly turned out to be, turned out to be true in most cases. You know what I mean? It's more of a bad flu, and you know what I'm saying? It if you have underlying conditions, or if your body, if you ain't taking care of your body, like, or if you're obese or whatever, then you might be susceptible to something. So that's all. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he built a rocket and the rocket blasted off into orbit. It's not like he's Elon Musk. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
Dr. Fauci is just like the fire chief to me. He ain't running in the buildings where the fire was. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that's not to say now the real fire chiefs, they put in work. You earn your way up. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like in any job. So if Dr. Fauci had like some history of like, oh man, he cured polio. Like, like he made smallpox less deadly. Oh,
it's
he
like
Well, look, just to answer your question about his title real quick, because I didn't know his fucking title, so I want to look that up real quick. Depending on what website you go to, the first one I'll use Forbes. FYI, he's the highest paid federal government agent in the world. This nigga made what did they say he made? $479,000 in 2019. For what? Who fucking knows? But his official title on this website is the director of NIAID, which is the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Allergies and infectious diseases. Oh, I mean the same thing he's been pushing this whole fucking time? The fuck? And then if you go to another website, they say, oh, let's give Dr. Fauci his proper title, a civil servant. So that means he's you, me, the fucking neighbor, anybody else. Which one is he? Is he the director or some shit? Or is he just a fucking random dude that they gave too much power to listen to?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, does he just not seem like a con man? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it one of those things where it's just like, what do you do? And someone just gets so caught up in talking, they never explain to you what they actually do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, okay, what do you do? Like, yeah, man, we just be chilling, whatever. What it's like. Well, what do you do? Like, what's your job?
Like, don't worry about what I do. Just put a mask on real quick, But yeah, man, it just, dude, I don't know what it's gonna take for the American people or I don't know what it's gonna take. Not the American people, because I feel like a lot of them waking up or see the bullshit. I don't know what it's gonna take for us to just be like, you know what? Enough is enough. If they won't do it, we'll do it. Cause man, this dude cannot allow to be even on TV. The next time I see this motherfucker on TV, he better be in handcuffs.
Didn't Dr. Fauci didn't someone told me, I'd have to go fact check it myself, but didn't Dr. Fauci, I don't know if it was in his email or if it was like back in the day, didn't he say like heterosexual people couldn't get HIV?
I believe so, but that brings up another point I like to always say though, is like you cannot have everybody knows what a patent is. Like I come up with a fucking coffee cup idea with the handle on it.
Yeah.
I put a patent. I'm the only nigga in the world that can't put a handle on a coffee cup. You cannot have a patent on a common cold. You cannot have a patent on a fucking natural born disease. But there's a patent on HIV. Who's on there? Dr. Fauci. There's a patent on coronavirus. Who's on there? Dr. Fauci. What the fuck? Why is it? How do you have a patent on the disease? Oh, that's right, because it's man-made. HIV and corona are man-made. And that's why when one of the emails the dude was like, hey, looking at this coronavirus, and I think it was less than 0.01% is like deadly, and that part that's less than 0.01% looks man-made, looks artificially put in there. And Dr. Fauci was like, oh, take care of this dude. Man, you already know that this fucking faggot fucking took care of this shit, man. That's why I'm just so hot when I see that motherfucker Fauci, because as the American people, we put this dude as the king of all kings. Like, oh, if Dr. Fauci says it's cold outside, you better get a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this motherfucker done fucked the whole nation up.
Like people be like got caught up in what Dr. Fauci says. Like we don't realize, like we don't even know who he is or what he does. He's just some little dude who popped out of nowhere once things started jumping off. And nobody cared who he was before that. When they had the swine flu bird, whatever it was, the one that they say is coming back, the new bird flu. You see, they say that it's a new bird flu or whatever. But anyways, the old bird flu, I don't remember seeing no Dr. Fauci when they said motherfuckers was that the West Nile virus or whatever it was, the one where people was dying in like Sacramento and like somewhere else. I didn't see Dr. Fauci's face on TV. Was it H1N1? Do we already have like a bunch of these that happen?
Nah, because probably when there's a real disease, you got to get a real scientist. But motherfuckers ain't connecting the dots. They're just like, oh, we got a fake disease. Where's Dr. Fauci at? He'll tell us how to survive this.
So if he has a patent on coronavirus, does that mean he gets paid like royalties? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if someone want to use the name or like, man, that motherfucker kicking back getting royalty checks and shit off this.
All I can tell you is what people have dug up the dirt. They splice genes. They take atoms and cut them in half, and they take pigs and mix them with birds and do all that shit, right? In America. And they were doing that shit in North Carolina lab where Dr. Fauci's at. But I think in 2014 or 15, America was like, yo, you're getting a little too dangerous. We can't do this shit no more. So he's like, all right, we're going to go to Wuhan, China. And we're going to give Wuhan $4 million to keep this research going. Hey, question, CDP, who was the president in 2015?
Trump.
In 2015?
Oh, Obama.
Obama was a fucking faggot. Obama was. Wanted to kill all the people. So Obama is connected with Fauci, connected with Hillary, connected with all these motherfuckers that trying to do in the population, and Bill Gates, sorry ass, all went to Wuhan, China, gave China niggas $3-4 million to keep creating diseases. Why the fuck would you want to create a disease in the first place? Not you trying to take niggas out, either in uh chemical warfare or biological warfare, whatever it's called. But why are you sitting there fucking trying to splice a pig with a cow? Nigga, I don't need no fucking no ham tasting hamburger meat. Get that shit out of here. Like, it just don't make sense, man.
They want to replace God. They want to be God. They think of themselves as gods. They want to replace God. You know. And I think the big money comes into the vaccine. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to find a vaccine through using us, and we don't know that shit. But once they find the vaccine, then they're gonna most likely somebody gonna patent that, and that's gonna be the big money. I think that's what Gates and all them was trying to go for. That's why he left Microsoft, I think it was, and left all that money on, because he know once he get this vaccine approved by the FDA or whoever it needs to be approved, that's where the big money gonna break in, you know. But it's crazy. It's so obvious. Like, people make it so difficult and stuff when it's so simple. Like, this vaccine, they're giving it to us for free. They're offering people donuts. They're you know, free Yankee games and all this stuff. But just look at cancer, look at AIDS, look at like measles. They got the cure for all of them. You know, they've been sitting on it. Why ain't they giving that to us for free, since they care so much about it? Why they won't give us a cure for AIDS for free? You know what I'm saying? Line people up and all that shit and give that to us for free. But they're gonna give us this virus for free, this vaccination for COVID-19 for free. Why?
That's what I was saying. Like,
that look fishy right there to me.
Hell yeah.
So I want to even take this vaccine shot. Not even that. Not only that, all these people falling out with bumps and sores and swollen tongues and nah. I want to take that shot. And you got very smart, intelligent people that just going to stand in that line. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that just shows you TV is God to some people, you know, and they lie. If you want whatever is on that screen, whatever is on that TV, that television, they gonna do it, you know. Even though on the news they get the weather wrong all the goddamn time. You know.
Did you want to say something, Tiger, on that? Because I wanted to jump on that real quick too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying it's suspect when they're trying to give you anything, you know, like when they're trying to offer you incentives for anything. Like, hold on, free? Like then it's that shit that they were targeting, like going to the barber shops and shit. Is like, you going into the barber shops to offer people something for free? Like, yeah, we'll give you guys some money. In some places, you could win a house. You could win $50,000 in California. You get free donuts for life. You know what I mean? Like, but now if you're homeless, if you don't have enough money to pay your bills, you know what I'm saying? They ain't looking for you in no bar. They're looking for you in the barbershop to maybe arrest you, to repossess your stuff, maybe. But you know, they ain't giving you no free donuts, if you know what I mean. If you ain't got no money, they ain't doing none of that. But since they're so desperate for herd immunity numbers, you know, they just out there just trying to bait anybody. Like man, I wouldn't be surprised if I seen like King's tickets for life or something next. You know what I mean? It's gonna get silly like that. It's good. Like, they're already offering free alcohol. They're offering free alcohol. You know, they're offering all kind of shit. Like, it's getting that bad. They're offering free cannabis. It's like they're that desperate that they're like, man, dude, like where it's legal, like in Vegas, they're probably gonna start offering, you know, escorts. Like, you know, like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Look at old girl right here. You go get the vaccine, you know what I'm saying? You can hit this. Like, that's the desperation the government is at right now with this vaccine.
Totally, yeah, I totally agree. You gotta ask yourself why sometimes. Like, just sit back and think why. Like, shout out to my hometown, Stockton, California. Like, you gotta be tough to grow out of there, but I'm gonna show you how tough or how much of it the game is. I forget if it was my cousin or A friend of my cousin went to the county hospital out there. You know, nothing serious, whatever. Didn't have no insurance. So, you know, they took care of her for free. Well, they shot her that bill at the end. No lie, I'll never forget. They charged $22 for a fucking aspirin. A generic aspirin. They charged $22. Motherfucker, you could buy the best straight Tylenol, a bottle for like $12. And you charging 22 for a fucking pill? But you telling me you're gonna give me this life-saving drug for free? Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. That shit don't add up. And then like you said, Tiger, it's getting so desperate that in my home state, California, fucking libtards, they over here give. I think the new one was like you said, $50,000 for 10 lucky people, and then on the third week you get 1.2 million, 1.2 million. Like they're giving up to like let's say like $10 million away for free. Last time I checked, you fucked the whole state up. How about give that money to the small business people you fucked over? How about go to Sacramento or fucking San Francisco where you see all these homeless at and be like, look, we could make a tiny house village right here for 10 of you motherfuckers. And you get your shot if you want to do that. The fuck? You gonna just give a random person $50K because you want to put some damn drug in his arm? That, by the way, is not 100% successful. By the way, you still might get COVID. By the way, you still gotta wear a fucking mask. The fuck are you talking about here? It's just, dude, Fauci, this pandemic is all planned, like I've been saying, but it's getting out of control. People just need to wake up. Man, like, it's getting to the point where, like, fucking, like, what is that? I hate to use that analogy, but you know, like, pedophiles, child molesters, they be like, oh, come here, little kid, I got this candy. You want this candy? Got your ass. That's what they doing. Like, oh, you want this 50,000? You want this 100,000? Got your ass. Like, come on, man. But as adults, we're like, 50K, I could use that. But I don't know if I'm gonna be dead in 2 years, but 50K, I could use that.
But you notice how they're quick to offer you anything except being liable for things that may happen to you after you take the shot. They don't want they don't want no liability. They don't want to give you the right to be able to sue them if anything is to happen, but they'll give you a beer, they give you a joint, they'll give you a blunt. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, what the mayor of New York was eating hamburgers and French fries.
That should tell you right there. That should tell you right there. Them not letting you sign for them to take liability. That's to tell you right there that shot is not official. You know what I'm saying? Because if that shot was liable, I mean, if that shot was 100%, they would have the liability thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you go to have an operation on your leg and you come out the operation with a fucking infection or something and you lose your leg, you could go sue you can sue them, and you may still lose your leg, but you have a little bit of something in your pocket to be able to go through whatever you're going through. But you take this shot, you lose your fucking arm, you just lost your fucking arm. You know, that's just telling you right there. The shot is not official, man. Because they won't take liability. The shot, it's basically saying, hey, it's basically saying like when we was young and we was driving, or say we got picked up by a partner, and before we get in the car, how I was supposed to go. A lot of partners will let you get in there and car hot as a firecracker. But the partner pick you up and, hey, I got this, I got that, and this car is hot. You still riding? You know what I'm saying? And after motherfucker get in the car, it's on him. You know what I'm saying? But now most motherfuckers gonna be like, nah, hell no, I'm cool. And then they'll pass on that. That's what they legally, that's what they should be doing with this shot. Like, hey, before you take this shot, this could happen, this, you know what I mean? Watch a little video, matter of fact. Now, after the video, do you still want to take this shot? They should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? I bet you 80% of the people who took this shot, they watched the video or got a warning. They wouldn't have took this shot that they got, you know?
I don't know, because it goes back to what you were saying earlier, where TV is God to these people, and that's what told these motherfuckers anyways. Like, you could get two people and get the camera just right, and they crying, and they be like, you get that motherfucker like, oh, there's 1,000 people outside crying. It's only two motherfuckers on camera that you could see, but they tell you 1,000. But in my lifetime, Lord willing, I make it at 38. But in my lifetime, there's only two things that I know for a fact they give out free. One is just COVID bullshit, and one is Tiger's favorite thing. It's also a shot. It's called the flu shot. They give that shit out for free. Two motherfucking things that are guaranteed to make you sick. They're like, here you go. We got you. We got you. Like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. But just wrapping it all the way back up, Dr. Fauci, like you said, is a con artist. He's a scammer. He's a fucking, I don't know, he's a sick individual. The motherfucker should be buried underneath the jail. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But fuck that dude, though, man.
It's like the game they're playing is similar to the game, or not. It's not a game, but similar to like what's going on in the stock market with AMC. It's like they're trying to squeeze to get their number. They want to bleed it to where there is nobody who's not vaccinated. So therefore, everybody's taking their shot. But if you just hold, eventually, you know what I mean? Eventually, they just have to give up and blow because, you know, it costs money to have vaccines go to waste. You know what I mean? Like, they sitting out in Walgreens around the corner or, you know, down the street, you know? Nobody want that. And, you know, they give them out to people walking up because, you know, people don't want to go schedule and get them. So eventually, it just becomes too pricey to just sit out there, whatever. You know what I mean? But now, if you can get the number to herd immunity and you can make it regulated, something like to where you would have to like almost the same Novax approach. Like you would have to tell them ahead of time, but they want it to where if let's just say you ain't breathing at work and you go unconscious, you wake up with a shot just because that's the new rule. Like that's the new obligation because the majority of the herd has taken it. So they want it. That's what I'm saying. Like they just want those numbers so they can say, well, majority rules, and they can start doing this and that.
They pushing that, yeah. They pushing it.
I mean, I mean, before there was immunization shots. I mean, what did babies do? Live for hundreds of years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people forget in the Bible that you know what I'm saying with like less food, less water, less everything was living for like 500 years. They say, well, there wasn't as much pollution. Well, yeah, but there also wasn't the technology. There also wasn't the knowledge. There also wasn't, well, it was knowledge, but a different type of knowledge of, I'm saying how to keep your body right. There's not all them other things. Them cats is living for hundreds of years. It was right.
The thing about it is, too, what they won't tell you, they be like, oh, it's a different realm. Nah, motherfucker, you trying to kill us. From cigarettes to fucking the food you put in our shit to the fucking water. I bet you I can read the ingredients down this fucking water bottle. And if it don't say natural, then you fucking me already. The
lockdown first happened last year, right? A month into when they shut us down, like for real. And a guy said on the radio out here, a guy said, it was a station in LA. He said the first month in, he was like, I ain't never seen the sky so clear over LA, over the city of LA in my life. You know?
Yeah, I think I seen that with the picture. He seen the downtown.
You said because all the factories and all the stores and all that shit was shut down, so the earth could heal itself. It was able to heal itself because we were shut down. You know, just letting you know, like every day we destroying it. It's like we destroying ourselves. But you said like in the Bible, they didn't have none of this processed food that they killing us with. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Everybody was Dr. Sebi or Sebi. Everybody was living like that back then. You know, the trees was bigger, everything was bigger, you know, and more of it, you know.
Moving on from one con artist, one motherfucker that should be buried into the ground to another out here in my local lovely state that I was born in. I had no choice. California's governor, Gasm motherfucking punk ass Newsom. I don't know if you've seen the latest thing, but a couple months ago, Newsom picked a date out of random, like June 15th. That's a good day to finally take these masks off. FYI, Florida's never put masks off for the beginning. Texas was like, fuck that. Mississippi was like, fuck that. But California's like, keep your mask on. He picked the 15th. Yesterday was the 4th. Was that 9 days until the 15th? This motherfucker Gavin Newsom, and I quote, the one thing I'm certain of is the uncertainty in the future. Duh, motherfucker, you ain't God. Nobody can predict the future. But I'll keep going. The emergency remains in effect after June 15th. Because we're still in a state of emergency, this disease is still in effect. It is not taking the summer off. Thank you, Senor Gavin Newsom, for letting me know some more bullshit coming out of your fucking mouth. How you gonna pick a random fucking date and then 9 days on a Friday? That's another thing. If a politician wants to sneak some shit into there, they'll release that shit on a Friday. If they want the whole world to know, they'll tell you on a Monday or Tuesday. So you have a whole week to digest. This motherfucker try to slide it in on a Friday like, oh, by the way, you know we still got a state of emergency. Wear these masks that Dr. Fauci says, the king of everybody says they don't exist, or they don't work, or they do work, but we're still in a state of emergency. Man, shut the fuck up, man. Let your power go. But my question to y'all is,
somewhere in the law they say a state of emergency can only last so long. I forgot. I gotta look that up. But I don't know when everything became under the state of emergency. But they got I think if a war doesn't start or something like that doesn't start, then you gotta lift that shit up. It's basically like putting somebody in jail. It's a 72-hour hold. That's what they call. If you don't charge them with something after 3 days, you got to release that person. It's the same thing with the state of emergency. If you file a state of emergency, something big has to happen, like a war or a major outbreak has to happen, or you gotta open that shit back up. And I think that shit is coming up. I'm not sure how long. I gotta look it up though. But
It's like I don't even hear about COVID no more out anywhere. Like as far as passings, you know what I mean? Like when it first broke, like let's say like a year ago, you know what I mean, or back last March or whatever, February. Like they made it sound like like in the movies where someone's sick and you're in contact with them, and then like 30 seconds later, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't breathe and you're spitting up blood, and then the guy next to you, and then it's just like what was that not outbreak, but like movies like that, like
the bat. It's a bat. Stay away from the bats.
Yeah.
Bat started all this.
I'm trying to think, man, what was that movie? Not Outbreak, but the other one, and that shit just hella reminded me of what was going on, except it wasn't deadly like that. It was like, we're over here with with flu-like symptoms, and they were over there with like some real virus, but they just made it seem like, oh my God, you coughed on him. Like, and then like a minute later, the guy's going into convulsions and he can't breathe and his skin is melting off. It's like Gavin Newsom is still living in that time, like talk about a state of emergency. What's the emergency? Like, besides people are losing money because you're not letting them pack their, well, out here people kind of do it anyways, but you don't let them pack their buildings. You know what I mean? You don't let them stay open late.
I'm just, my thing is like, how the fuck you gonna be so wishy-washy waffling on shit? How on one day you're gonna be like, all right, these numbers are getting down. We almost to a point where we got herd immunity, or we almost to a point where we get back to regular, blah, blah, blah. And then 9 days, you're like, nah, you know what? I take it all back. We're still here. Man, shut the fuck up, man. That shit just drive me crazy. And then in the same breath, you're like, well, if you come get this shot, California, the taxpayers that me and you pay will give you $50K. You'll get these free donuts. Man, if you don't help out these fucking small businesses you fucked over for the last fucking year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it's just all a game. Like, I don't know what Newsom's doing, but out here in California, all I can say is he played that card real well. Like, wait, they trying to recall me? Hey, guys, hey. We go back to normal in June. Don't recall me. It's all good. Then he sees his numbers going back or whatever. He's like, nah, put that mask back on. It's like, this nigga's a fucking joke. It's all about control, but I just don't understand how as a governor, as a person in charge, like, I don't know your guys' job titles, but at mine, I'm a quote unquote shift lead or whatever, so I got people underneath me. So if I tell motherfucker, hey, don't do this, and then the next day I say, hey, don't do that, they gonna start looking at me like, motherfucker, you said don't do it, now you telling me do it? Like, which one is it? And I'm at a low position. This motherfucker's supposed to be in charge of 40 million Americans. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? It just my mind fucks me when niggas are like, yeah, Gavin Newsom, thank you for letting us put the mask back on.
Like they're like, I understand when he first came out, like I was like, okay, like you rather be cautious than whatever. Like we don't really know what's going on, so let's just take our time and whatever. Man, it's been over a year, homie. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that was cool, but it's been over a year. Like time is low. I'm tired of seeing people shoot stuff up. Let people get out free so they ain't got to think about committing hate crimes. Shit, none of these.
I'm not sure, so I'm gonna ask you, CDP. Do you guys still full effect mask out there in Nevada?
I think it's no, we don't. I didn't wear a mask a couple of times yesterday. But it's up to the store. The store has the choice.
That's what's up. I mean, let the people have a choice. You want to put a mask on? Feel free. You want to walk outside with the fucking garbage bag over your head? Feel free. But what's funny to me is this nigga said COVID doesn't take the summer off, but the Nevada does. The border does. What the fuck? California right here, Nevada right here. If they ain't wearing masks and that so deadly coming like a fucking fog, we fucked anyways. Come on, man. Motherfuckers just need to wake up and smell the bullshit they've been shoving down our fucking faces for years. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of Gavin Newsom. I'm tired of Dr. Fauci. I'm tired of all these motherfuckers. Like I told you, I'm glad you didn't wear no mask, CDP. Like I tell y'all, I refuse to wear a mask until they ask me for one. And then when they ask me for one, I say, oh, I don't got one. Then they got to provide me for one. If they don't, I'll leave your fucking store. Fuck, your store ain't that fucking important to me. It ain't life or death for me. I'll leave. But Newsom's a bitch. Fauci's a bitch. And I hate to say, but there's another man we might talk about that this a bitch moves. And that's LeBron fucking James and my Lakers. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'll take a break. I'll let y'all start. I got to compose myself.
And I don't know, like
this ain't nothing new with LeBron, man.
Yeah. To the people that don't know sports, LeBron James and my Lakers won the chip last year and got eliminated in the first round yesterday, 4-2. I'll let y'all start, man.
I'm just saying, like, this new LeBron, like, they say, like, oh, well, first it was like, all right, it's Anthony Davis, like, all right, but, Chris Paul's hurt too, so I'm not saying it's an even game, but I'm like, you do got to get out there and play some defense, man. He was out there, like, telling people, like, yo, that guy, and then, you know what I'm saying? The guy just walks into you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, it was a bad team performance. And there's some guys on that team, man, starting with Kyle Kuzma. I start to realize, like, I don't even know how this dude might have to be in the G League next year. I mean, I haven't seen nothing, no progression. As a matter of fact, it's just going down. He's just getting worse.
Party life in Hollywood, man. I'm telling you, his off the court life, he's more interested in right now.
But that's what, Anthony Davis, like, oh, man, like, like, you can't rely on him. LeBron's up there. He's just up there just chucking up 3 after 3, game after game. It's like, man, dude, like this. Jay Crowder's a big dude, but he ain't, like, physically big. You know what I mean? Like, he's physical, but not like Tony Allen, Zebo type, like power physical. He's more of like finesse. Like he's tall, whatever. He plays like some stout defense, but I mean, he's not no star or he's made a starter, but it's like, come on, man. Like you got Jay Crowder out here salsa dancing on you. It's like, man, Jay Crowder's like Jay Crowder.
That's what I'm saying. I'll take it from a Lakers perspective. I've been a Laker for a long time. Shout out to Magic Johnson, the only man in the world to survive HIV. Shout out to him one time. But Man.
The man didn't have no HIV.
Well, if he did, he got the cure. You know what I'm saying? He got that cure. But
if it was an
that,
act, we felt hard for that one.
that's what I'm saying. That's a different subject. Him and his family. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different subject. But
All right, supposed to be healthy.
I'm just saying, from a Lakers perspective, I was pumped. You know, you got, of course, you got LeBron. You know, hated on this man for so long, but you know, he is who he is. Won the bubble champion. I was like, all right, cool. Got AD back. Got some quad. I'm like, all right, we should go deep. We ain't gonna get embarrassed. We got the Suns. Oh, they a young team. They ain't ready for us. We should be okay with this. Come out, win game one. No, wait. I forget if we lost game one, won game two in their building. No problem. Going home. Should be beautiful.
LeBron, in game two, LeBron was laughing at Crowder and toying with him.
Like, he was out there sunning them and stuff.
Yeah. Then the wheels fell off. All I'm saying is it was ugly, man. Game 5, I knew in my heart. I couldn't say it out loud, but I knew in my heart it was over in game 5. When you're supposed to be the greatest basketball player that lives right now, and you walk off the court with 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What kind of leadership is that? Nigga, be like I forget the guy's first name, but Morris. Be on the sideline crying your eyes out like, we suck. I'll take that better than walking away to the locker room. What type of shit is that? Where's the heart of the champion at? Where's the fighting spirit at?
Or at least go shake the other team's hand.
Yeah.
On camera, this fool waited to the back of the tunnel to give Booker his jersey. You should have seen Booker's face when they took them pictures with his jersey, his signed jersey. Booker took the jersey, but Booker was like, man, he's a hoe for this, but I'll take the picture, though. You know what I'm saying? Because show the man some love on camera in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like this, that dude, to the world, like this, that dude. You know what I mean? And here's my jersey. You know? Now, he want to go in the background, you know, I guess.
Before you go, Tiger, I just want to say I'm a Laker fan through and through, but LeBron James played worse defense on a fucking closeout game than my son did, and my son wasn't even in Phoenix. But he played better defense than that nigga did. The 6'6", 250-pound train from Akron. Motherfucker, that train broke down a year and a half ago. Like, come on, man.
Like, when he didn't get it done in, what was it, the first game, I was like, man, well, Lakers still got time. Then the Lakers won the next 2. And I was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll probably close it out. Man, when the Suns got it to 2-2, what was it, like last Sunday or whatever it was? That's when I was like, man, Lakers didn't put them away. Like, man, it might be a problem now because Anthony Davis went down. That's when Anthony Davis went down. Anthony Davis went down, and then, you know, it was just that's it. But I was like, well, and this is the Sun. Like, this is LeBron James. Like, LeBron James should still be able to get you to whoever's next. Who's next in that series?
It would be
Denver.
Right? Yeah, Denver.
Man, I you know, well, no, Denver probably would have bossed them up, but still, he should have been able to get him past that. I mean, walking off the court, man, if that was like Tom Brady or someone, they would run that shit like a fucking movie theater trailer and shit, like on every show. Like Tom Brady just walked off. He just left his team there. You know what I mean? Because he got benched.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, a bitch tendencies, like, that's a poor sport, a baby kid mentality. Like, well, I got my ass whipped, man. Fuck you. I'm going home, man. Fuck. Nah, man, we in a game. You give your all. I'm supposed to give my all. I didn't see LeBron's all. If that's LeBron's all, fuck, dude, retire. But you give your all, I give my all, then the best man wins or the best team wins. And I understand AD went down, Paul went down, Caruso went down. I understand injuries, but fucking when what was that boy's name? The Raiders quarterback, Derek Carr. Well, not Derek Carr. When that boy broke his leg, the Raiders weren't like, oh, well, it's because we don't got no quarterback. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't. Injuries are gonna happen. They're gonna happen, dude. But that'll determine or measure your heart. And that dude's heart checked out a long time ago. Like, I hope that nigga's movie sales drop. What's that? What is it? What's that movie? Space Jam 2? I hope it's a bust.
I think that's what's most disappointing.
It's like Teddy Bridgewater when he snapped his leg in half. Thought our season was over. This dude Keenum come out of nowhere. We go to the NFC Championship. You know what I mean? Because we still believed. You know what I mean? A lot of teams did that. You know, a lot of teams
But
shit.
you had veteran teammates like, come on, man, we got this.
Yeah.
LeBron is a veteran, and he walking around like,
Yeah.
hey, it's a foul, it's a foul. That nigga argued for a foul for 30 seconds. Not during the timeout. During
That's
the
what-
closeout game.
I mean, he
Fucking
was
team
missing.
playing defense.
He was missing some shit that was close. That was when I was like, I think that's what's most disappointing. I think people expected like at least for me, I figured LeBron would go out in a blaze of glory, and then people would be like, "Oh, LeBron put up 47 and 13 and 5 and 8. What do you want him to do?" Like, nah, like he was.
Does that too?
Huh?
I said he usually does that too.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we expected LeBron James to stuff the stat sheet so much that people would try to give him a pass on the loss. But it, like you said, it's just what your eyes tell you. Like dude, there's 5 minutes in the. If it's 1 minute, you know what? Hey, you want a head start. 5 minutes? That's like 30. That's like 30 minutes of real time. You know?
I think Kobe still would have been out there
Yeah, I mean,
on the court, not even on the bench. Kobe would have been out playing.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yelling at motherfuckers like, get over there and play that defense. If I got to do 1-on-5, I'll do 1-on-5. Fuck all y'all.
or
Even Dame Lillard.
yeah.
He was over there on the sideline, like, and he waited to go shake hands with everybody on the other team. You know,
That's what I'm saying, man. That was just some bitch ass shit. And I gotta let this boat slide too. I've been giving Tiger the business. He's been giving it back to me for two years about quote unquote the truth. Kyle Kuzma. Where the fuck have you been? Where the fuck have you been? Dude, you're a backup now. You're not a starter no more. But you giving 2 points average during the series? 2 points? Come on, man. Last time I checked, you 6'3", 6'4". You got athleticism to jump out the building and you giving 2 points? Bruh, who's training you? What are you doing on your off season?
Kuzma about 6'6", 6'7", ain't he?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't see him play like that.
Yeah, I'm telling you that sometimes that ring, it's a gift and a curse. You know, if somebody, he got that ring, like, and he in Hollywood, LA, he like, shit, I'm done. That's all I need right here. You know what I'm saying? I get paid to go to the club. I get paid to go to the bars and show my face. I'm driving a Bentley. I got all the shit. It's a lot.
But think about it. Like, they fought to keep Kyle Kuzma over Julius Randle, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart. They were fighting to keep Kyle Kuzma. Like, nah, dude, Kuzma's too valuable to let go. Like, and I was like, I just don't see it.
He's sitting back listening to that, and his head just blowing up even more.
Like,
got this.
Imagine if there was a Julius Randle still around. They'd still be playing. Like, you know what I mean? We'd be talking about like Lakers and Nuggets in the second round, because that's just like that third person is just too. Maybe that's the thing with the Lakers. Like, if the first two are healthy, then they're pretty much gonna win, 9 games out of 10 or whatever, out west. Like, if AD and LeBron are both healthy, then yeah, they're gonna win games. But to beat, for the playoffs, is like they need a third guy that can, like, while he's in 30 and he's in 30, there's a guy that's in there with like 20, and then you don't have to rely on Caruso to be a real, like, he's cool, he's nice, he comes and gets his little time, but I mean, he's just like a gimmick dude to me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he's just like another dude that, because of the color of his skin, is just overhyped. It's like Kwame Brown says, dudes like that are called the white mamba. Kwame Brown is a bust. You know what I'm saying? Like, they glorify unathletic, sorry white basketball players, but only the ones that are sorry. Like Grayson Allen is solid. Nobody other than me and other Duke fans will sing his praises. Tyler Hero, I think they jumped the gun on him. Like I never really fully bought into Hero. He's
I think he.
But they were trying to oversell him in the bubble. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was.
I think he the same shit with Kuzma, the off the field life.
Yeah.
And he in Miami, 19 years old, living in a condo, driving a Bentley.
He was in that Jack Harlow or whatever dude's name is music video. Like, and dude's like, yo, whatever. But and I'm not saying like Tyler Hero's not good. He seems like he's good or is going to be good. I just think he got overvalued like he was Luka Doncic. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, dude, like, he's a jump shooter. He's a streaky shooter. But it's not like, but he don't got no, he can't attack the basket. He's gonna give you some average defense. He don't distribute the ball. I mean, he's a jump shooter. He's a gunner. He's not athletic like we were talking about Dame in the league. It's like he's cool. But now getting back to Caruso, he came in like, what was the guy from Cleveland? They did it to him too, Della Vadova or whatever his name is. Oh, he's a pit bull. He'll bite, he'll claw and scrap with you, and it's like, dude, he's no different than Pat Beverly and all these other dudes that do it. But like they try to like over glorify his hunger and his dog, and it's like, dude, like he's cool. Like he comes off the bench, he plays defense. He's a role player, a bench player.
It's when you're in that spotlight, you get that extra attention like Caruso would or Hero would last finals, or the finals before that. Van Vliet out there in Toronto, like, oh, look at him, he dropped 33. He's amazing. He's like, dude, you a good player. But real quick, I just thought of something. I should have knew LeBron was downhill or gave up that dog in his heart. Because last year in the bubble tournament, Game 5, when AD made that big three to take the 3-2 series lead, Rondo looked at LeBron. LeBron looked at Rondo. LeBron didn't move. He was like, oh, AD's right there. I should have known. Nigga, if you got that dog in your heart, you got to fight. You got to move. Like, get that ball. I should have knew right then and there. It all worked out. But, man, I should have knew. Like, nigga, you the best player in the world. Your point guard looking at you like, you want the ball? He looking like, what time is it? Nah, AD running around the whole court to get free.
Even the
big ass three.
Even in the bubble, it's not like I credit Anthony Davis for showing he's worth what they gave up, but I wasn't like overly wowed by like LeBron, like just because like the Lakers were running like, what was it, like Portland, but Dame was hurt and whatever, and it's like the Miami dropped, so it's just like. It was a matter of when, if not if, they were going to win the title, especially after the first game in Miami when Bam and Dragic and all these people started going down. I was like, oh, like they're going to get this. That's why I just look at LeBron's time in LA, and it's a failure to me because you didn't really have to be LeBron James to even win the bubble title. You and AD and all the other guys that had to, just last the battle of attrition. And you walk to the title. The year before that, with all these up and coming stars, which like we said, the Randalls and the Ingrams and the whoever, they can't make the playoffs. And then, the bubble, and then here they're out in the first round, but you just see it with LeBron. It's like he's great. He's one of the top 5-10 greatest. But what I'm saying is, he just don't have it no more to play defense or to drive to the basket consistently. That's why it's like, come on, man, 10 threes? Like, 10 threes? Like,
make like 4 of them probably.
Like, he's scared of the free throws, or I'd be like, just go to the lane and you're going to get that call all the time. Just keep backing Crowder down. They don't got nobody. I mean, Ayton. You know what I mean?
This dude, like I told you off camera, this dude showed me like 3 or 4 highlights of LeBron missing 2-foot layups. Like this isn't the LeBron of 5, 6 years ago. Obviously, Father Time. But when you missing 2 foot layups, either you tired, you ain't got no legs, you gave up already. I can't call it. But all I can say is CDP always says NFL's fake, and it may be fake. It just hurts my heart the Niners can't win a Super Bowl. But I remember, I don't know if I showed y'all that video on screen or off screen of that dude saying the Brooklyn Nets game 6 over the Phoenix Suns. And I was like, get that shit out of here. Now I'm like, I got to go find him. Like, what else did you predict, nigga? What else? Yeah.
Anything with big money involved, trust me, a bigger hand behind the scenes got their hand in that thing, and they controlling it with the joystick.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. What was it, like the 1928 World Series where they paid niggas to sit and it was a big ass scandal?
Yeah.
They was doing it almost 100 years ago. Who made them stop now?
Yeah. With all the technology they got now, it's way easier.
You pay the refs a little bit. You pay the players a little bit.
Well, big money. You see all these in Major League Baseball, NFL, basketball. You see, there ain't no arguments about them taking no shot. There ain't no argument. Like, nigga, you take this shot, or I'm taking my money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no protest about taking no shot. Because I guarantee you, not every player in these leagues want to take that shot. They're against it.
Well, be careful. Be careful, because when you're elite, you don't take that shot. You take like sugar water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That too. You got a point there.
Yeah.
I'd be taking that shot.
Yeah, they be like, look, I got that shot. I got that sugar water in me.
I'm just saying with LeBron, like, these Suns ain't even murderers row to me. Like, these Suns are like, they're cool, but Chris Paul was hurt. So, I mean, like,
LeBron been in there 18 years. It's just like Kobe. Like Kobe, he knew. He's like, man, it's time for me to pass this torch. It's time to go. LeBron had the early 2000s. He had the 2010s, all the 2000 teens, and all the 2000s. That's 20 years, bruh.
You know,
it still hurts to see it go though. Like Tiger was saying, like if you a Tom Brady fan, and this dude, gets hurt and out for the season, is sad, or you lose to the Giants or the fucking, was it the Eagles? You're like, man, that hurts. Well, at least Tom Brady made it to the bowl, to the chip. She thing got knocked out in the first round though.
I'm just like, to the Suns, like, like. I mean, don't get me wrong. If Devin Booker's gonna put up 47, like, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, LeBron didn't reach a point where he said, you know what? Damn that, I'll try to guard him. You know what I'm saying? Like, or how about we just throw the whole team? Just go to your coach and say, you know what? We just trapped the ball out of his hands, and then fuck it. If Jay Crowder's gonna make 1,000,000 threes, he's gonna make 1,000,000 threes. Dude, that dude Cameron Payne. I don't know if y'all remember him. That's the handshake god from OKC. Dude, that dude's balling on the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the dude with Westbrook.
Yeah. He had a handshake for everybody.
Yeah, that's the handshake god. He was cooking the Lakers. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. He was throwing some dimes.
Yo, shout out to CP3, man. I like that photo where he was like, "Whoa, fuck you, LeBron." I gotta give it to him. I like that photo.
Yeah. They basically passed the torch, man. All right.
Oh no, like I said, man, it just like we said, it's been a lot going on. Fuck LeBron for not showing effort in the closeout game. I even got to give it to. I didn't watch the game. I was at work, but I got to give it to that nigga number 2 in the Clippers. I guess he made a game-winning 3 last night to force Game 7. That's how the fuck you supposed to do if you're the star on your team.
Kawhi's been balling. I'll give it to Kawhi. Like, he's been balling this series, but, it's like, I'm not taking nothing against Kawhi, but it's like, he's balling, but it's like, I don't even know who guards him. Like, who guards him on Dallas? You know what I mean? It's like he's eating their lunch, but it's not like Dallas is a physical team. You know what I mean? Like, they got Dallas's number, I think, in the long run. Dallas is always going to give them problems, but I think they got their number in the end. Now, the problem, well, they don't got the Lakers. I think Utah will come out the West as it stands with LA gone. I just think Utah, I think Utah, if they get past Memphis, I just think they got too many. I think they got too many weapons. Too many weapons for the Clippers.
Spider
And defensively,
Spider-Man playing angry.
huh?
Spider-Man, he playing angry.
Yeah.
He mad about the bubble when he got put out last year.
Like Luka had that neck injury, and besides, you could just send your whole team against them. Utah got knocked down shooters. That's the problem. That's the problem they're having with Luka. Like, if they can't really commit too much because Dallas got knocked down. Some dudes who can knock down the threes. Well, Utah, they all can knock down the threes except Gobert. So Gobert sits down there and cherry picks, and then motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. Gobert is a big man who plays like a big man, though. I wish Anthony Davis would take a book from that. Like, you a big man, play like a fucking big man. But I'm sorry to cut you off. I just thought about that real quick.
He played like a big man. Anthony Davis. He came to LA and I don't know.
It's like, oh, LeBron can shoot threes. I can shoot threes too. Like, come on, man.
I wonder if the Lakers would consider trading LeBron for something.
If they were smart, they would. You know how much you get for LeBron right now?
Anthony Davis is hard to trade because when he's healthy, there's not really an equal to him because of his age and his skill set. Like, it's like, wait, man, if Anthony Davis is healthy, now I would trade him too. You know what I mean? But it's hard to get equal value for a 26-year-old, 7-foot defensive star. He don't like to bang. He's not a center, but he got a three. He can hit free throws. It's like he can dribble. It's like, where you gonna get your equal value? Like,
it's like this, like they do in football. You got a good player, and he on his last year of his contract. You either gonna keep him and pay that motherfucker, or next year he gonna leave, and if he gets to next year, and he a free agent now, he gonna leave, and you ain't gonna get shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is with the Lakers. Lakers, they could trade LeBron right now and AD, both of them, either of them, and they could get high value for him right now. But if LeBron come in next year, they keep LeBron or whatever, and LeBron suck at the end of the year, they want to go trade him. They ain't gonna get shit for LeBron because ain't nobody gonna want LeBron.
Yeah, I think it's.
But it's the same like Tiger was saying. You can't get equal value for LeBron James, even though what I seen these last two games, anybody could be better than that. But I'm just saying what you gonna give up for LeBron right now?
I think LeBron he's easier to move because of his age. Anthony Davis, he's just so young and so good. It's like Kevin Durant's in his in his early 30s. It's like, now if I was the Lakers, what I would do and just wash my hands of one of them. If I'm gonna move Anthony Davis, I would either go after Giannis or Steph Curry. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna take a loss, but I'll take Steph Curry straight up, and y'all get 6, 7, 8 more great years of Anthony Davis or whatever, and I got maybe 2 more years of Steph Curry. But I'll just go like that, I'll just make it so like if I was LeBron, man, I mean,
my thing is, whoever they get, the Lakers should make a move right now while they could get anything back.
Yeah,
what it is, because if they just let LeBron retire, LeBron gonna walk away, and the Lakers gonna be in the shithole. They should get whatever they could get from LeBron or AD. They should do it now.
I mean, as a Laker fan, I got a hole. Like when we talking about stocks, I just got a hole. Like, you take that dip, we gonna take that dip, but I got a hold because I ain't gonna sell my stock for a cheap value when it's gonna blow up tomorrow or the next year. Because like I said, we gonna be fucked anyways in a couple years if he does quote unquote retire. Father Time keeps beating them down. Let's get one more run out of him. Let's get that revitalized because he pissed off because that's the one thing about him since he got hurt in Christmas 2 years ago. He missed the playoffs, missed the finals. He came back energized. What was the redemption year? Won in the bubble. He gonna come back next year. The whole summer off, the whole regular season. As long as he can stay healthy, manage that nigga's minutes like Kawhi, I think he'll be a force to reckon with.
I'll tell you one thing. I know he pissed off for not coming to Philly.
Nah, man, get that shit out of here.
He was on. If LeBron would have came to the Sixers, he'd be able to sit back, man, and let even Embiid and them do his thing.
Why? Embiid get hurt more than Anthony Davis does.
But still, look at our other players. We got it done without him.
You would have to give up all that to get LeBron.
Look, no. LeBron was a free agent, brother. LeBron was a free agent. It wasn't no.
But you can't pay LeBron that money and keep.
But Embiid went down, and we still got the job done. Can LeBron go down and AD and them? Can LeBron go down and the Lakers still get the job done?
Probably, but if AD go down, LeBron can't get it done. We just proved that.
The Lakers can't get the job done with LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. If LeBron goes down and AD's healthy, we might get the job done. But obviously AD went down and LeBron choked.
If LeBron was on the Sixers, it would be such an easier ride.
He don't want that smoke, man. LeBron don't want that smoke at this age. He don't want that.
Need that smoke. He'd be able to blame it on somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he would have went to like shit, Miami, he'd be able to blame it on what's his name? But shit over here in the Lakers, he can't blame it on nobody.
But that's what I'm saying. What if they said, like, we'll give you Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler for LeBron James?
They better
or Bam, Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero for Anthony Davis.
Nah.
Man, what?
I keep Anthony Davis. You're the biggest hater of Jimmy Buckets all the time. You be hating on Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, because he's breaking. Tibbs ran him into the ground.
D Wade is in Utah right now, so you may have to look into that too. D Wade.
I'm just saying. Bam, LeBron, Jimmy, and Tyler Hero. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's nice.
I don't know.
LeBron, he's too old right now, man. I think he's too old. One thing that'll help LeBron, I think he's too buff. He's too buff. If he slimmed down a little bit, that'll release more of his athletic ability. He's too big. You need to slim down. You know what I'm saying? His rotation and his flexibility will get better.
Like, I don't even think Portland would do Dame for LeBron. I think Dame's he's what, like 7 years younger? Like 6 years younger?
Portland gonna need more than that. Portland ain't Dame is that dude to Portland. They love him out there.
Yeah, no, Dame is Portland.
Yeah.
Dame Nash is Portland. And I've always liked Dame too, Dollar Dame. But I can't see Dame playing with another big star. Like, Dame gotta be the main guy on the team. He can't be like Steph Curry and what's my boy's name that's been hurt for 2 years?
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, he can't be a duo like that. He got to be like solo. Cause CJ Mullins like a step or two below him. Melo's a step or two below him.
They got the perfect backcourt though out there. CJ McCollum and Dame.
It can't be a perfect backcourt if you keep losing.
Nah, they just need a big man. They need a big man. You can't win with just two guards.
They had Batum. They had that boy. They got some African dude I can't think of, and they got that big white boy out there.
Where Batum at, man? Is he in the league?
They had him.
You don't even hear Batum no more.
He on the Clippers.
Bench.
Like I said, you don't even hear from him no more.
But that's what I'm saying. That's like CDP said. You got to trade LeBron now because, like we said, like the stocks, like next season he could be like here, like you'd be like, damn, he moving slower. That groin still ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least people remember. Like right now, you could sell him on a high. Like, ooh, I mean, I don't know. The thing is like a lot of these stars play together, so it's like they're all buddies. So you'd have to be like. I mean, you can't get Bradley Beal for LeBron. If you could, I'd do that. I'd run to Bradley Beal for LeBron. Like, you're not gonna get Curry. I mean, the Brooklyn three are staying there. Like, I don't know who you can bring in. Like, Zion's too young. Ingram. I mean, Ingram and Anthony Davis. That ain't even a good mix.
If you're the Lakers, you're the owner, you want to make money, you thinking about how you could get this LeBron trade off.
Now, but the problem is Jeannie Buss and LeBron are like buddies though.
Now,
It's like Dr. Bus and Magic Johnson. Like, they got that kind of relationship.
now, if Boston is talking about something, maybe I would do LeBron for Jaylen Brown, maybe Marcus Smart if they would throw him in. Like, I'd probably do that and just be like, all right, I'm just gonna cut my losses with LeBron. Like, that's it. I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown. I got Marcus Smart. They ain't really got. I mean, they ain't gonna give me Tatum. They gonna be like, get out of here.
I don't know. I mean, I do whatever right now. It's still fresh. The pain is still fresh, but I feel like in a month of time, I'll be like, yo, fuck that. Rest up LeBron. Rest up AD. Get a better point guard and get a better big man and play the whole year. Because, look, before they got hurt, like Uncle Shannon said, I think they were like 21-6. The niggas got hurt and they went like 500 the rest of the year.
They're going to get hurt again next year if they keep the same team because they're going to be having to do too much.
Just run that doc treatment. Play a game, sit again. Play a game, sit again.
They're going to have to do something because they on the other side of the hill. You know what I'm saying? The downward going side. They can't be playing 40 minutes. Like
they just have to be like
the stat list. And you see the stat list is like 15 players. You see LeBron like 30. AD like 25, 30. Everybody else 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0,
and then they're gonna have to pay Andre Drummond some real money if they want to keep him now. It's like they're gonna have to invest their money wisely because they got 2 super max contracts. Like not just 2 max contracts, they got 2 brothers getting super max contracts. So to find 10 other guys is going to be hard for them. You know what I mean? Because Schroeder's out. He's going to get paid. Drummond's a free agent. You got Montrez. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with Montrez. Like, he just don't play.
We need to bring
Kuzma. I
don't
bring
know. Boogie back. I don't know what Boogie Cousins is doing, but he can still play.
Montrez going to want to play, so he going to want to leave. He ain't going to get no time in the Lakers. He out of there.
I'm waiting for the Lakers to blame him too, like the Clippers did. Like, oh, we lost because Montreal, this nigga bad influence, blah blah blah.
I mean, they could just go crazy and bring in like Westbrook or something. They could just be like, let's get nuts, like like hey, if you're that desperate, do it. Hey, tell me if they didn't. Tell me if Westbrook wasn't playing these last couple games, they wouldn't have won. He's a walking triple double.
That's what I'm saying. The one thing for a fact with Westbrook, and I've always liked, win or lose, he gonna give you every fucking thing he got.
Only thing I'm worried about.
He this generations of AI. He gonna leave it all out there.
Only thing I worry about that is LeBron like to be on the ball. Westbrook gotta have the ball. Because he gotta get the triple double.
LeBron used to be on the ball. Now that nigga likes to watch. Like, oh, you got it. You got it. Go ahead.
Now Westbrook, LeBron gonna have to be making cuts and all that shit. I don't think LeBron want to do all that.
And get some of those lobs from Westbrook, start doing those alley oops. He'll be like, oh, like all that shit. Like, hey.
It's hard because some of these teams are coming. Like Denver, they're coming. You know what I mean? Like Jamal Murray's hurt, so they're not gonna get to where they, But next year might be their catapult. You know what I'm saying? When Murray comes back and Michael Porter Jr. takes another step with Yoke and all them other guys. But
the thing about the upcoming teams, like you mentioned, they want to. Don't get me. They might ask for a trade. They want to stay together. You don't see nobody like looking over the fence like I want to go over here, like Denver, Memphis. Who else? Who'd you say? You said Denver, Utah. Nobody on them teams looking like they want to go somewhere else. They want to stay right where they're at. Like that old big 3 type shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is getting played out with Kevin Durant.
It's just hard salary cap wise. It's just hard to be like, okay, I got 2 or 3 dudes taking up all the money. So I got to go find rejects and players nobody wants. And people were bought out. Yeah. That's the problem that they ran into. Like, they chose to invest in Schroeder and Harrell when they should have just kept Dwight and McGee
and
Rondo and forgot about all these other fools. Got rid of some of the money where they could have, like Kuzma and them. Like take some take some picks or whatever, and get more money and get somebody else out there who could come in and do something like Batum or somebody.
Yeah, you
You
gotta get
know,
somebody hungry. But let me ask y'all this.
Remember though when Harrell and Schroeder and all them signed, you remember how you felt? Like, oh shit, Harrell, that's 2015 right there. What's the name? Schroeder. Oh, that's steals all day. Good, you was excited, like, oh shit, the Lakers gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's that paper versus work. On paper, anybody looks good,
but
when it boils down to it.
Trez is a small dude though compared to big men. That's why I told you guys, like, I haven't went back and look at the history of his scuffles or whatever, but what I'm seeing is Montrezl Harrell pick and find out like some of these like smaller dudes who don't even know what's going on and run like, yeah, what? You want to throw? You want to throw? What's up? Let's do it. And they're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, huh? Like, what's going on? I'm over here breaking up a fight. And he's over there like, causing a big old scene and shit. But against the big man, he's a small dude. He's like, what, 6'7", 6'8"? He's an athletic, you know what I'm saying? He's a big man to me as a regular guy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, in NBA terms, it's like, come on, man. Like, it's not like he putting his weight on anybody doing anything,
Yeah.
Heart.
Now, Dwight is a big dude. Like, that's a dude that ain't moving if you run into him or something. Like, that's what they need. They need more rim presence, more enforcers.
But yeah, before I don't know if we wrap it up soon or not. Before we do that, let me ask y'all this though. As far as the NBA or football or any sport, do you respect the person more, like Damon, stay with this team no matter what, or do you respect like KD, like team hopping, LeBron team hopping to get it done? Which one do you respect or admire more?
Me, I respect loyalty, of course. You gotta love the loyalty. But in KD's situation, I lost like a little bit of respect when he left OKC, or just how he did it or something. It's different. Like LeBron when he left Cleveland, I feel he owed Cleveland more than that because of the way he was loving and that I'm Cleveland, I'm Akron, this kid he owed that to Cleveland. Out in OKC, KD, that's just where he got drafted. He didn't really like, I'm OKC this, I'm OKC that. So he didn't really have that OKC, Oklahoma, I owe Oklahoma. So when he left, it was kind of different. But my point is, I respect the loyalty over hopping and skipping and jumping, because at the end of the day, you lived for something. You played for something. When LeBron retired and KD retired, what jersey are they going? What team are they going to retire with? What jersey is going to represent your career, or are you just going to have a white jersey with just the NBA logo on it? You know what I mean? You want to be loyal to something. You want to live to something. You want to have your mural on the wall when you're done. You ain't got a mural on the wall, like the rappers say. You ain't got no, or the street niggas, the rapper, whatever. You ain't got a mural. In what city you represented while you was getting it? You don't mean shit. KD and LeBron, but they just gonna have murals all over. Like, come on, man. Nah.
Well, before you go, Tiger, I just say this about that loyalty. It goes both ways though, because if a team the team got to be loyal to you too as well. Like you get too old, they be like, get the fuck out of here. What, like Tom Brady? But go ahead, Tiger.
Oh no, go ahead.
That was it. I was just gonna say loyalty goes both ways.
No, I was gonna say, like, I think it just depends on the situation. Like me, preferably, I just think people should give a good decade and then reassess. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually if you're coming into the NBA after about 10 years, you're about 29 or 30. So you could look and probably be like, I probably got 3 to 5 prime years left. what am I doing with this team? Now, Kevin Durant's case, I will say this. They traded James Harden. And after that, I think he was like, that's it. Because they're cheap. It's a cheap run organization. So they're not being committed to winning with him. So right. I don't really like where he went. Like he could have went somewhere else, but I don't really fault him as much for leaving because OKC was constantly looking for a way to save a dollar. LeBron was more of like they were trying everything they could besides except for kidnapping people to bring people to Cleveland. They just didn't want to come. They were paying people. They're paying that. The owner of Cleveland was paying everybody well. He would go over the luxury tax. I mean, they were trying, but I mean, nobody wants to play. Nobody wanted to play in Cleveland. So, I mean, like you said, he owed them more, but I'm just saying Cleveland's front office was trying. That's probably why they were so much more upset than when KD left. Plus, Oklahoma City fans started getting spoiled and like, well, we like Russell and whatever. And you know what I mean? KD got thin skin, so he was out. But I do kind of give him props for coming to Brooklyn with just Kyrie. And then when James Harden came, like, I don't think he was included with the plan. It just like an opportunity of a lifetime came up that says we could get James Harden for a bunch of regular guys, and they took it. But I just wonder where that team would be with him and just Kyrie. Well, I probably wouldn't be far because they were both hurt all the time. You know what I mean? The three of them were never healthy at once until now. But that's it. That's just how I feel about it. I just think like you should be loyal to a point, but after a certain point, you just want to be like, look, am I just going down with the ship? You know what I mean? Or do I really want to fulfill my childhood dream and become champion? And I'm probably going to have to go somewhere else to achieve that. Like Dame. If Dame leaves, it's not anything that Portland did or that anything against Portland. It's just like, ugh, if he ever wants to be but like I said, the NBA landscape changes. Next year could be Portland's year. But like whatever tweet he put, how long do I stay loyal or whatever it is? He put like some tweet or whatever up. I can't remember, but it was saying something like how long do I stay committed or how long whatever. Like basically kind of like, things in Portland need to change or he's out. Like either they need to get whatever the problem is, it's not his problem. They just need to fix it so he could play basketball and win. So it's just, he probably got another year and he's going to look and say, you know what? I want to go play in Milwaukee or wherever, New York or something.
I guess for me, it's a person by person basis. Like it depends on that person. But if I was in their shoes, I'd be loyal to my motherfucking self first. Cause just looking at the NFL, like using that as to the NBA, they don't give a fuck. They sign you to a $20 million contract. You break your leg, next year you're getting traded. They don't give a fuck. You perform or you out of there.
I would have traded CJ, man. Like that's the one guy. Like they're they're ballers. Like I could take those dudes to the park and make a lot of money because CJ is a baller. But it's just like Dame needs a taller co-star in the backcourt. You know what I mean? He needs like a slasher. Like, someone going to the basket all the time, giving him space. Like, I don't like the fit with CJ. CJ's good, but I would trade CJ if I was them. Nurkic, too, he ain't.
We'll trade. I'll trade Green and Maxey right now for CJ McCollum. Green.
That's another dude the Lakers gave up Green for nothing. Like, come on.
Green,
good defensive.
Green and Maxey for CJ McCollum right now.
Maybe if y'all threw in like Tobias, they would take it.
Yeah, Tobias. They want Tobias. Yeah, he's like, nah.
God.
But
Tobias solidified himself as a Sixer this year.
That's what, and if y'all trade Tobias, there's no Embiid insurance because Simmons will hold down whatever else. Tobias is the guy that they go to for scoring when Embiid is not playing. So, like I said, it's so many good fits. It's hard to think about even trading anybody. Like right now, the way the NBA is set up, it's just set up like the Bucks. It's like the Bucks are perfectly built for, you know what I mean? It's like you can't really trade nobody to improve the team because then you disrupt what you got going.
Yeah.
I take Drew Holiday on the Lakers though as my point.
Oh, they could get him for CJ. I mean, he's still short, but it's a little bit better, a little bit, you know.
Play better defense for sure.
CJ is a baller though.
DJ will put up
I
40
don't
on.
know if I would take CJ over Levine, but I'm not big on Levine. Y'all know that. So it's like, I don't know. Levine just jack up a lot of shots to me on a bad team. So
DJ will put up 40 or 50 on you in a heartbeat. But I think the reason you don't hear too much to CJ or he doesn't is because he knows that's Dame's car. I'm Robin, not Batman. I'm Robin, and he plays his role. But I think if he was to go to a team like the Lakers or something, or to a team like somebody where he's the number one, he would show folks that he could put up 30 every game just like everybody else.
If they would,
would he be like Westbrook and OKC, put up the 40 and lose, or put up the 40 and be like the fifth seed, the sixth seed?
If he was to go to OKC, he'll be an all-star.
He already is an all-star.
McCullough? CJ McCullough?
I mean, in my mind, it depends. You know what I'm saying?
Like he'll put on that jersey. He'll be acknowledged if he went to a team like OKC where he's the number one.
Maybe I'm like, maybe if they really bought in, you could do CJ. That's a risk, though. I was gonna say for Michael Porter Jr., it's a risk on both sides. But if you did it right now before Porter Jr. blows up, you might be able to get it. Because CJ would go to Denver with Murray and Yoke and all them other guys, and they would be they'd put up some points. Michael Porter Jr., he's climbing though, so you know if you could get a package with Michael Porter Jr. for LeBron James or something, like you buy early so you could get some draft picks or you could get some other stuff from Denver because Michael Porter Jr. he going up. But no, that's it, man. We can wrap it here.
There y'all have it, man. That's our show, man. 3 hot takes, and we gave it to you sizzling hot today, man. We gave it to you Las Vegas fire today. I hope y'all appreciated it. Take your fucking mask off. Don't take the shot. If you see Dr. Fauci, slap the shit out of him. If you see Gavin Newsom, be like, you a punk. But more importantly, hug your wife, hug your husband, kiss your kids, forgive somebody. Life's too fucking short. Stay prayed up. Common Sense Marcus out.
Got any comments, any requests? Hit us up on our email. It's number 3 reasons2020@gmail.com. The number 3 reasons2020@gmail.com. And
Make sure y'all
hit the like button, man.
like, subscribe. Everybody stay safe, especially out here at Stock.